college had a class on video.
Oh, really?
That's right.
You don't shoot a car?
And so they're just
One
starting
thing,
out
I like saying hi and I like to see them again, but one thing I don't like is saying
and it
goodbye.
sounded like, just reading the curriculum there, is that it sounds like it's a class on how to organize your movies, and also make I'm really concerned about the maintenance of the equipment, especially since we take it outside a lot.
I can't get it. He won't give it to me. Where's your opening? You've got cement.
Watch out. Tony, here we come.
Here. Come over this way. Come over here. Come on, yeah, that's okay. Hard head.
One need now to get off and get on the couch.
Yeah,
When you push it back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, Papa's got to sit on the couch with him. Oh, isn't that fun?
Lenny, is it on me?
I'll be able to get
Yeah. It is?
Oh, you want me to give you a hand, Grandpa?
maybe Lenny.
Okay. How do you want me to do this?
Lenny, you ought to pick me up.
Hey, Lenny? Lenny!
Just think that you could.
Hey, bro, we need some healthy hands.
All right.
He thinks you
back
don't
you
know
up
how to
and
get lifted in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Grandpa?
Yeah.
You guys got over there. These big people was then. Just like the up to you.
Pull it out.
These eats.
Okay. You did put on a couple pounds, didn't you, Grandpa?
Yeah.
Heavier.
Can you get back up there?
Yeah, let's do it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's let me grab you right here, Grandpa.
Oh, there you go.
How's that?
That's okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, this will make a good movie.
More fun, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be back here. I'll be back. What about me?
All right, I'll get you that.
You have to check it. I'll be back here. I'll be back here.
I don't know what to do.
Well, you're acting all right,
Well, you see, you can, as it gets a little warm over there, we gotta have, Grandma, we gotta have a little more light to make a better picture.
I'll be back here.
Yeah, you be back. You get back.
Is it on? I'll be back here. I'll be back here.
That's pretty decent without shining
I'll be
that.
back here.
What I found out is that you use your electric light.
I'll be back here.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll be back here. What's it?
Grandma, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take the kids out to practice.
I'll be
We're gonna stay overnight. Yep. What's the matter? Do you want to go home? Okay.
I'm glad because now we don't have to go home
No, we're not going to prayer. Ain't nobody going to prayer but Darlene and her
We're going to go
girlfriend.
back to Franny's house and spend the night.
Oh.
And then I said, that wasn't really our plans. And then I go, oh goody, now we don't have to go back and do all that housework.
Oh.
What housework? Lakewood?
Clean up my room.
Well, you've only been there a couple of days this year, Sharon. It needs a lot of cleaning up, you know what I mean?
That's right. No telling who's going to take over that room if you don't show up there.
That's
Mr.
right.
Mark.
Okay, let's go, you guys. You're going to stay at Franny's all night, I guess.
Oh, my.
See you later, Grandma. I'll be back in a half hour.
Well, you don't have to do nothing, you know. You see, because we're just getting your picture so that 50 years from now, when Darlene's 75 years old, she can say, well, this is Grandma and Grandpa, right? And they'll plug the thing in the Yeah, so, you see, so you guys aren't responsible for anything besides just looking pretty. And, okay, and of course, it takes a while. Well, I mean, it's going to take a while, you know, not to, you know, to feel easy about this thing because just because it's on TV. But between maybe this evening and then tomorrow, mid-morning sometimes, we'll take some more and get you guys to maybe talk a little bit about when you were growing up and the covered wagon days. Some of your wild, what was your wild snake story about jumping over the fence at night and landing on a snake? I think I probably heard that one now.
That's my brother, it's Wesley.
Oh, is that Wesley?
Yeah, it's Wesley.
Well,
Climbed up on the fence, climbing over, and he started, saw a snake down there, and he jumped way over, landed way over. He was going to climb down, he saw the snake, and a big jump, and running. He was afraid to look back.
afraid to look
But I
for
thought
him.
the snake was right behind him.
Yeah.
What a hell of a fool person it was.
You know, let me turn this fan off because I'm not sure how all this.
Well, I feel hot.
Oh, you all right? Well, let's point this fan in your direction. If we gotta listen to it, let's point it at you guys. Can you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
That a lot better?
Yeah, better for me. I don't know what's
Bonnie here, still here? She got her.
No, she went back, her boys playing in the band up there. They're having the battle of the bands.
Oh, I see.
The winner gets $1,000. Up there pulling for them.
Helping pay for that car, huh?
Come on over and get with us.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, make a picture look better.
Yeah, make
That's
a pretty,
right. We gotta.
make a pretty picture.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go
know,
and sit next to
I
her.
get better than we do.
We should sit.
Well, go sit next to grandmother.
Okay.
Okay, now, just for the camera, tell the camera who you are because you see.
Me?
That's right.
No.
Okay, now listen, because what's going to go on here is 20 years from now, we know what's going on right now, but 20 years from now, maybe somebody's going to watch this that doesn't know.
Yeah,
So they're going to say, now, is that Mrs. Cooper that used to be Darlene when she was 12?
Mrs. Cooper, he doesn't know.
Close to 85.
Close to 80.
Is that really her grandma and grandpa?
Anyway, how old are you, Grandpa?
Well, I'm set at 84, but the 85 in October 26. Mama's was 83, and so
84 in February.
84?
And we've known each other since I was 7 and he was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Dad, Mama's, our parents was neighbors.
Yeah.
And we were childhood chums. But, 7 years ago.
see, my father and her father was both contractors, hay balers. I was driving the baling team, and I got on the wagon to drive the horse to let me go and get some baling logs to the house. And so I got on the wagon to drive the horse, and the horse took the root me on the nail. Got on the nail.
Well, what the heck? I remember that horse reared up and
Ford
knocked.
was in the wagon, and he got up in the wagon and got on the horse.
I got on the wagon to bridle the horse.
Oh, yeah.
She took her nose and rooted me over.
Just
I was 8 years old. And so that I went
I'm sure she
up
will too.
and got this bail mark and come back and finished driving the village. And,
I did all too.
but the night was all it was. I suffered and couldn't hardly walk the next morning. So my brother, older than I was, he kept fussing because I wouldn't come out and help him feed the horses, and I went out and helped feed the horses, and I was out there with a bucket, and Matty come out there, grabbed the bucket, and fed the horses first.
That's when you were 8?
Yeah.
Now you're 80.
She was 7.
He was my filler, and I was his girl when we was little kids.
Yeah.
And he was down a long time with that leg, you know, that infection went up one foot up into the over the other. I made some little cookies cut out with a thimble and cooked them, put them in a little box and sent them over to him.
Yeah.
And he helped them on his bed. He couldn't eat them, but he kept them in a long time.
Wow.
But you're sitting with your girls
Told me.
and everything.
And I made them for him. So we thought a lot of each other as kids.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad moved away. We moved south and left Those folks up there.
Yeah. You might talk just a little bit
Didn't
louder.
see each other anymore until I went back to visit them
Tell when?
the year before. I guess the year before Daddy died.
Yeah. So how old were you when you guys? This was in Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Yeah. No problem.
And what year was this?
About 1970.
1907.
I was 1898, you know, I was born in
Yeah. You were born in 1897, Grandpa?
1890.
1896.
Oh, 96 and 98.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were just talking the other day on this earthquake thing. Wasn't that 1905 when San Francisco...
We can remember him talking about that, yes. I can remember talking about that earthquake.
That was 1905, right?
And then the Titanic went down. This was later, a few years later, but I can remember that very well because our folks was Christians and they thought it was because they were cornered the fact that they were revving it up until it...
Oh,
And then they started
Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
Yeah, and then they started playing Near My God to Thee. It went down that way. Those band stayed playing, kept on playing till the ship went down. Everybody was evacuated.
Yeah.
There was such a thing. So we remember that real well. But when we left there, we left up one down. I was 13 or 14 years old when we started.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the hospital
They're so sorry.
after they left and had a surgery at 13 years old.
It was 40-some. Yes. Yeah, anyway.
And then I was 25 years old when I had my leg taken off because an infection kept running up those bones in my leg and they told me that that's from the have my leg taken off.
When we left there, we went down to the middle state in Okmulgee. My dad did. We
Went to where?
Okmulgee, between Okmulgee and Muskogee, a little town called Morris. Dad and my daddy bought a home in the town, in a little town.
And that was...
Then he farmed out.
That was still Oklahoma, right?
But yeah, and that's where I got married, in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So then we left.
I'll be darned. Was that the covered wagon part?
Then when we left there, it's when the covered wagon. Of course, we went in the covered wagon down there, but when we left Morris and headed down into Texas and finally wound up here, my dad, when he left there, he had 3 good wagons, 3 good teams, mules. And I drove one, and I was after I was married. And Wilfred, my husband, drove one, and my dad drove a wagon. So there's 3 wagons, but they're all Daddy's wagons.
Yeah.
And Lottie,
Sound like he's pretty well to do.
well, he was for a farmer. He was. And when we left the Choctaw and went north, he was considered well off down there. People lived off his animals, his stock he left in the hills down there for years after we left.
Oh, he left
We
animals
took
there?
a terrible, when we left the Choctaw Nation, we left the Cherokee. It was, Oklahoma was not a state then.
It wasn't a state.
No, it was Indian Territory. Indian Territory. I was born in the Choctaw Nation.
Darn. Have you got your passport,
I
Grandma?
wasn't even born in the United States.
No, I was born in Kansas, but they took me down in Oklahoma when I was a baby.
That was real Indian territory. They were friendly Indians. There was no Indian fighting, but we heard a lot of tales still. We kids was afraid of Indians. They had that scared us because we heard tales.
Cherokee and
They were friendly. You're going to
Tony.
follow them.
They're more civilized.
You're going to follow them, Papa.
They're more civilized.
Anyway, that wagon train went for 3 weeks. We traveled. It was a real fun thing.
Yeah.
Because we just camped along and all the creeks, caught fish and killed
Excuse me.
squirrels.
Darlene, how about bringing me a cup of coffee? You want some coffee, Grandma?
Yeah.
Grandpa, coffee?
Oh, yeah, man, that'd be fun.
Darlene, we'll take 3 cups. All
And
right.
then we only had one accident in the middle wagon when my mother was driving. No, it was the front wagon turned over one time. Turned completely over. And from the Vernier being a real disaster. Because the wagon, she'd been tied down over
Yeah.
that. And that's, when they fell, she was under it. And bedding fell on top of her. She was in bed in the back of it.
Who was your mother?
My mother and Nicki, the little baby sister. And and then here was my wagon, Daddy's wagon. Well, that wagon rolled over, just gently rolled over, because I'm a little too much of a siding.
Yeah.
Of course, I just got to jumping them down my seat and hollering, screaming, and I went over there and tried to pull it off with my bare hands. But Dad come running, getting his knife out of his pocket as he ran. He stopped to untie no ropes, he just went to cut him.
Yeah.
Got Mama and Ruby out, none too soon.
Huh.
It was smothering kind.
Yeah.
And Mama just made a little air pocket there, helped step up, and Ruby was there. And
How old was Ruby?
let's see, about 3 or 4, somewhere.
How old were you then?
16. No married lady.
Old married lady, 16.
Yeah.
Boy, lucky to get a man that soon, huh?
I know. I had long hair, and when the wagon turned over, I had my hair. Had Cleo in the wagon with me, holding the lines while I combed my hair. I had my pins all out and combing, and so when I jumped out, I lost all my pins and everything. I had to braid my hair until we come to the next town so I could buy some pins. Jumped out and just threw my...
Stuffing all over the place.
Peggy was the only one that was hurt, and she stuck something, a metal handle on a pop right through her face, made a clear through to the...
Oh.
You didn't want any coffee.
Oh, you didn't want any coffee?
I never want that much.
Oh, you want some though?
Just about a half.
Make the next one a little short cup for Grandpa.
You want that one?
Yeah.
You can share mine.
Here, this is
You can share mine.
hey,
This is not
why don't you send this back and warm it up? This is pretty
No,
warm.
I had to make a new one. There's no more of that.
Okay, well, pour that back in and just heat it up.
I really don't care for it.
Oh, Grandpa
No, you
doesn't
don't
care for
drink
any.
any after
How do your
supper.
coffee, Grandma? And we'll send that back.
You don't. No.
How long do you want to stay?
You take it.
That's something to understand. Make it more interesting.
19, Roy was born in 1960 and we married 13. That was, when we was making the wagon train, that was, I married in 1913, and that was, so it must have been about 1914.
You're married in 1913?
1913.
To Wilford?
To Wilford Daniel.
Oh, how about your father though? Where?
John Mize, he was from Alabama.
Oh.
He was a real pioneer there. When he landed down in the Choctaw Nation, there wasn't no houses. Very few houses, just very scattered people down there.
Mm-hmm.
He had to live in his wagons and cut the logs down and build a cabin.
Tony,
You're going to get in trouble now if you don't say that.
Tony, you know what this is?
That's a thumper. It's real.
That fits right on top of your head whenever you're not
down here.
You're not nice.
Of course, that was before my time, of course.
Put
But
down-
Mom and Daddy came from Alabama there.
Yeah.
That was then about 5 different families came in that wagon train.
Yeah.
And they started out with horses and wound up with driving their cattle before they got there.
Who
Of
was
course,
this?
that trouble with my dad, when they came from Alabama, he said that was about 5 different families that time.
Yeah.
It wasn't just and Mama, they had 3 children, I think.
Do you have many relatives on your father's side?
No, none of them came but him. My mother's family came.
Oh.
Mother's parents and her family came. My dad came by himself. And none of his, he had 7 sisters, none of them ever made it out to Oklahoma.
Well, I'll be gone.
I never saw my dad, my grandma.
Well, you guys have gone back to reunions back there from time to time, right?
No,
Or was it Grandpa that went back to reunion?
I went back there
to see his folks, but not. You mean when we were kids or lately?
No, lately here, last 5 years,
yes,
8 years
he
ago.
got to go back.
Tony,
He had a,
Tony,
10 years ago.
he's going to have to have
How do you want to shut down? Now or later? Okay, you can get one later for sure. And if you want to get one now, you keep it up.
You don't want to get on the back of him.
Some travel.
Don't get on the back of him.
Where's Becky?
You're going
She
to bump your
Tom
head.
and went with Tom Tinsley to the fair. She'd be looking for you guys up there.
Oh,
She said, "Tell you, I hope to see you up there." But she waited a while.
yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, okay.
That's
as long as you-
normal. That's right. Everybody everybody say, "Yep, that's the way it was."
That's right.
That's the way it was.
Yeah, that's the way. That's right. That's the way it is. Nothing different. It's been that way for 40 years.
Yeah, probably do some studying of when you're going to take a picture like this and have really a good conversation.
Yeah.
Well,
it would be better, wouldn't
you know,
it?
the good part about this is that this darn cassette only cost me $15, and they can get 6 hours of filming on it.
Well, when that travel, when we left there, what I wanted to say though, we stopped in Texas. We was heading for California then.
Yeah.
But Daddy he sold his place there in Oklahoma, and had some money, and he got there and he saw such a bumper crop of cotton that like he'd never seen before, and he thought he really found the promised land
Yeah.
and bought land.
Of course, land.
Paid down on it,
Yeah.
and it broke him.
Oh, because maybe that was just a good year.
And we left Mother. Mother died there. We buried her there. So that has always been the end of that trail is not good.
Yeah. So, how many years did you stay there?
About 3 years.
Did he build was the house over there? Did he build a house?
So the house was already there. In Gramma, Texas wasn't too much of a house, but it was the land that he wanted.
Why?
But the wind and that was on deep sand,
Yeah.
and he never made a crop when he was there.
Well.
Never made a crop.
Okay, now if he saw a bumper crop cotton when he got there.
Just happened to be a plant, just a year that was right to grow.
Yeah.
Then after that, like the winds blew his crops out. It'd get up so high, and then it cut sandstorms. It was sandy land. Dad didn't know nothing about that kind of land.
Sit down.
What year was this?
Well,
Roy was born there in 1916. So this land at 1450, so that's just right, see? Because she was about married 13, 14, 15, 16. That's what it was. Oh, big girl. Oops.
Yep. Hot.
Yeah. 3 years. And then Roy was just about a year old when we left there. We went to Pueblo, Colorado. Because Lottie's husband went there first and went to work at the steel mill. And give us a place to land, so that's all we took to get out of there. The staff. And so we didn't get to go to California then. We stopped in Pueblo, Colorado. In 1918, we was there when the first round of flu.
He's all right, kid.
War ended in 1918, and then along comes the first year of the flu.
Yeah.
And, so we lost 2 members there, Lottie's husband and one of her little girls. And then my dad, and Ruby, Ruby was with us. My baby sister, and Lottie and her kids, we all come together to Phoenix. So we went down there and got the job, and that's our next stop was there.
How come you doing
And
trying
she
to
was
kiss
born
me?
there.
In Phoenix.
You trying to kiss me?
And the little baby girl first. And
Yeah, well, that's good.
Baby that died.
Very good, baby.
She was born there and died there.
So you had Roy, the baby, and then June.
Roy, we had Roy when we, and that little baby was sold away in 1918 when we had the flu. I was 6 months pregnant with her. And It was a miracle, I guess, only because most of the ones like that died. We just died by flies. And the doctor didn't think I'd make it.
Was this they thought that the flu came over from Europe because of the
No,
war?
so, yeah, they really, it was so different. They didn't even know what to hear. Now you're going to get a spanking.
Oh, he's been kidding.
Open that door. You love it when I move up. Don't move. Easy, easy. Don't move.
He's got
It's a really good size.
He doesn't know what to say.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
Hey,
Kisses something.
Nicki.
Yeah. They thought that they wore, they kind of, one theory was that the bombs opened up small graves. And there's some, that's why they call it
Fall.
Asian.
Look out, don't fall.
But that was just
Asian. That's not European, though.
No, that's not.
Ah!
What did they call it first?
Well, I've heard it called Asian first.
I guess but what did they call that flu when it first broke out in 1918? Anyway, it killed
The
more than
Asian
one.
flu, didn't he?
It was called, it took more people than the war. More people died of the flu than died in the war.
Yeah.
It was an odd thing. It was, I think Christian people thought it was a plague because it took the rich and the poor. It didn't make a difference how much care they got. They just died anyway. And some didn't have any care at all and lived.
When I done, no wonder all the rest of them was down and so that I had it, but I had to go and feed the cows about a half a mile across the railroad track. And I had it, but I never did get down.
That's what I say. We just run. And in our group, still I was down, and my father and Wilford was the only two that never did get down there. Wilford had lung trouble, you know. We thought sure we'd get him. We didn't get him with it. And brother-in-law, who lived in Pennsylvania, that's when he was never sick and never had a day of illness as long as he'd been in our family.
Mommy here! Mommy here! Mommy here!
Robbie's here. Oh, good. Well, go see him. Go see him.
Okay.
Just give aspirin tablets, somebody
There he
give.
is.
And so that he had more people not dying than most of the doctors did. And he just gave them aspirin, all he gave them.
How many years did the flu last?
Right?
How many years did the flu last?
Just 1 year, wasn't it?
One year, yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. It just ran the country.
That was bad that year, but and I had the flu,
Of course, it's been
But
coming
several
since, but
times.
never that
but
bad.
not bad. That's after the
Anyway, in
war.
1921, we finally made it to California.
They thought that was
Started
this
out-
plague.
Your
Plague that could
father come with you?
war that caused
Yes, he
plague.
did. Yes, he did. And we looked out over the ocean, went down in Redondo.
Yeah.
It's the first time we...
Redondo Beach, huh?
Yeah, first time we looked over there. And he looked out over the ocean. He said, well, if I go any further west, I'm going to have to take a boat. Headed west. And I can remember back in Juan, but he was left there. He got those brochures, I guess you call them now, out of California. And they showed the orange trees, you know, and oranges and pretty pictures of California. He
Yeah.
got the California fever. It took him years to get there, but he finally did.
Was he happy out there?
So he's buried at Compton. He lived out there.
Was he happy out here? Or?
Oh, yes. He's a lonely man.
Did he keep
He
on
stayed
farming?
with us
or-
girls. No, not he didn't work in that way. He worked always in Phoenix. Had some work there, but
Well, how old was he when he was?
he was 72
Oh, when you got out, by the time you got out
when
here?
he died.
Oh, I
He died
see.
in 72.
And how long had you been out here then?
We got here in 21 and he died in 32. It's 9 years.
Well, heck, you were 32. You were 35 years old then, huh?
I was 35 when I was 35 when Glenn was born.
That's the last two babies.
37.
37.
37. 37. Happened to be down there at Darlene on his birthday a few years back. His 37th birthday.
On his 37.
Yeah, on his 37th. He took me in his arms and hugged me. He said, Mom, he says, you know what day this is? Yeah, you know what day it is. He said, well, I'm just as old now as you was when I was born. And he said, I know why you thought you'd never live to raise me. Well, he felt it. He said, I don't understand why you thought you'd never live to raise me. And I did, you know. I was so tired and weak. And he was a little baby. I remember holding on the lap and tears falling all over him. I thought, well, who's going to bring him up out of me? I knew it. So that's why they're laughing at me. I've been trying to cash in for no go.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's really fun because you're, I just turned 32 and in 5 more years, you know, you've gone through a double set of Dwaynes. And Dwayne was born in what year?
35.
35. Darn, heck, you're pushing 50 years since he was born, huh?
Relax, Adrian. I forgot to think.
Papa and I's been married 40. And he was 7, yeah. He was 6 years old, I guess, when we married. He was 7. I guess we married in October.
7 years old.
Was he already 7? He's 7 in January.
I thought he was 8 in January.
How old?
6, 7. Yeah, I guess so. I guess he was 7. Because he was 5, I think, when Mother died at 40.
I used to.
1940. 42 breakouts.
We had a stove, we had a heating stove in the front room, and so when we'd get up in the morning, Dwayne would come and I'd put on the shoes, he'd sit on my lap and I'd put on the shoes.
He's his little boy, he's helping with the shoes, and he's 7 years old. He'd sit on Pop's lap till he was paralyzed, even if couldn't tell him to get off. He was just glad to have a little boy of his own.
Yeah.
For somebody who never had any children, he's had more kids.
I was going to say, yeah, you didn't have to wait too much longer and I was rolling around there.
Yeah.
Coming down here, my mama got aggravated because he kept sitting on my lap in front of the car.
Wayne was sitting on his lap. That way he's too big to,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like Tony right here, right? Tom. I say the same thing with Tommy and Tony.
Tommy's 6. 6 and 7 pretty soon. He's about that size.
But I wouldn't think nothing about old Tom.
Yep.
But I was 44 and Pop was 45, you know. We got married. And he was, I know I said that old saying, they say no fool like an old fool. I felt like an old fool getting married at that old, you know. But anyway, Papa and I was talking about, we was engaged when we were little kids. We said, when we get big, we're going to get married. Now, kids those days, it was fellas and girls, wasn't like they are now. You know, we never held hands or kissed or anything. We just talked big, we were going to get married.
Mama said that we'd have a few years.
So then, when we got married, we said we was engaged an awful long time. We talked about getting a late start on our marriage.
Yeah.
I said, well, for God's good news, we might have 10 years together. And that's 40.
Well, looks like God has been great to you guys because...
So he's been real good to us, huh? Really has. Real good one.
That's right. You're right. People in their 50s now, people are expecting to have a heart attack or something.
And they do. And they do. Oh, yeah. We feel real. Like God's really been good to us. And our family is just outstanding. I don't care if I might be a little proud and a little prejudiced. But just when finding a family, as big as ours is to each other.
Yeah, as big as ours, and with so few of them damn gone to jail, right? Let me go get some.
He's been out On the little rocking back
Haven't
already?
even hanged yet.
Yeah.
Horse thieves.
Well, no, it's been
That's
hanged.
my fault.
I gotta get stuff for my lip. I got a bleeding lip.
Are we on camera here now, Grandma? Are we being...
What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
you're on camera.
Don't do that.
You know,
See, you're on camera.
But I see you on the show though, and I wouldn't do
Can you
that.
see?
no, you can't see it. Can't see it.
Yeah, I've got to cut it off.
You know, 10 years
I
from
get to
now...
bragging on my family, so I think it's time to
Hey,
stop.
that's all right. This is time to brag on your family. 10 years from now, probably all your grandchildren are going to have these things in their house.
Well, I heard something lately that bugged me.
What's that?
You say you buy the new TVs now, and they've got little cameras on them. That if you're on the cable, let me see now. They can see. Who sees us now? In the home. While we're watching TV, they can see us.
Who told you that? I never heard of that.
Well, it came right over TV.
Really?
The man said that he bought one, and when he found out they were on there, you see, he was moved. He saw something on that TV, and he moved his hand that way, and it affected the picture. Done something to the picture.
Really?
Looked into it, and it was built right in there. And it was.
Well, that was some special made spy on you kind of thing.
Well, he said that if you bought into the new ones that's being made, you can just check them and see if it is on there. Because he bought one, it's on there, and he didn't know it was on there. He got it.
Is that right?
Yeah. He'll see you in the home watching when you're watching TV. If you're on the cable.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
We are.
Well,
Look,
they have a way
yeah,
of
we're
finding
checking
people
out
like
right now.
everything nowadays.
That was one about ministers.
Oh, really?
That's ministers.
It sounds to me there's probably some special TV made for spying on someone or something like that. That maybe,
And how would they get that special TV into homes if they want to spy on?
give them a free TV.
Promise they should.
What's a big one for TV?
Well, that'd be one way, you know.
Yeah.
You can get that in any house. You do that.
Gramma.
Huh?
I said, probably against that field off a fast now.
Well, I said
We're
one thing about my lifetime. I've lived to see from horse and buggy days to see men walking on the moon.
Yeah.
I don't believe myself that there's been any more.
That's right, you
any
did,
more
huh?
wonderful lifetime that anybody could ever.
Yeah,
In
that's
history,
true.
In history, I don't think there's any time could have been so
Yeah,
much
you went
happened,
from a covered
so
wagon
much
to
happened.
watching people land on the moon.
Yeah. And just a little cool oil lamps to these electric lights. And I can remember when I was a girl, we got one of them in the gas now.
Oh, there's sure a lot of things happened since then.
Remember when the gas lights, we really had
Did you tell you about the Amish family we met in Pennsylvania?
no.
We were in Pennsylvania, we went to Amish country, you know, she always wanted to see that. So I told her we'll get a motel and stay over here and visit for a while, right? So all day we went around, watched the Amish people. They drive around in their horse and buggies, you know, and little kids hanging out on the back of the wagon and everything. They were cute. They're dressed in the black clothes, you know, and a solid colored shirt. And kids playing in no shoes, you know, stuff like that. And then just before we're leaving, Deidre says, let's bring some corn home for my parents. So we see this sign says fresh corn. So we pull in the driveway and it says, she went out and asked the girl. And she said that we don't sell corn on Sunday. But she had the Amish costume on, you know, so Deidre got friendly and talked to her a little bit. And then she invited the kids out to look at the cows being milked. And then she invites me out, and then we're in there watching the cows get milked, and then the husband is doing the chores, you know. He says, let me get done with the chores here and we'll visit a little bit. And I didn't even know the guy, you know. They was really friendly, really nice people. And he got done with the chores, and we went and sat down on the patio and had a good visit. And he says, well, let's have dinner. Well, we're just passing through. We can't stay for dinner. Oh, yes, you can. We want to talk to you some more about California. We were thinking about coming there on one of our vacations. You know? So that's all me and Deidre needed, and then we stayed. And we really had a nice visit. They were nice people, Christian people. They weren't Amish people, they were Mennonites.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah. And they were Amish. The way I kind of interpret it, the Amish Mennonites is people that get tired of their cars passing them and not having, the religion is basically the same. They just don't go for this horse and buggy stuff and no power in the home and stuff like that. So it was kind of fun talking to them. Really nice family. Obvious Christian family, real close. You could tell the way the kids fall all over the parents, hang on them and stuff like that. How close-knit the family is. And that's the way they were. They showed us throughout their whole house, a great big house, 2-story house. And it was, the walls were 18 inches thick, stone walls. He had it nicely finished inside the
18 inches of what kind of stone?
Stone wall on the outside, and then on the inside, I'm trying to think if it was lath and plaster. Yeah, I guess it was. 18 inches, buddy.
Well, they probably just plastered right over the stone on the inside.
No, it seems to me like they had structure and lath and plaster inside.
Well, the only reason you have the wood is to
Something to hook the chicken wire to.
That's right. The only reason you got chicken wire is backing. If you got stone, that's great backing.
Yeah, well, it would take so much plaster. You see, the stone is very irregular.
Oh, I see.
And then on the outside, I think they even nail wood on the outside to put the siding on there. That's why it totals up to so thick, right?
Yeah.
Their windowsills, right here, this wide. You see pictures of kids sitting in windowsills, with their feet up and everything. That kind of windowsill, This wide the windowsill was. And then you look outside the window and there's another this much a house out there, Really nice houses. Big, heavy duty cabane doors,
Maybe those windowsills was like that when that man was sitting listening to Apostle Paul preach. He preached all night and the guy went to sleep, fell out the window and broke his neck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fell out the window.
Is that a Bible story?
Yeah, it's a Bible story. Yeah, it is. And they went down and prayed for him and come back up and enjoyed the rest of the service to get around and preaching till morning.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's a Bible story.
Oh, you notice that the Bible story books that Deidre has? That big set she has?
Yeah.
They had the identical set. When he picked up the book, oh yeah. He pointed out the stories that we already read and all that stuff,
Oh, yeah.
They was nice people, and I hope they come to California. I think they might. Yeah.
Louder.
Louder.
Nicki, come on, Nicki. Nicki.
Come here, Nick. Big woolly booger.
He's a big booger, all right.
He's a big booger, all right. See, and this dog's smart, too.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Watch this. Nick. Set. Boy. You want to see something else?
Okay.
Nick. Down. Down.
What?
Down. Sometimes he's a little slower about getting smart. Down. See, then you tell him good dog. Tell him good dog.
What? I don't know. She turn right, and then she's at Mexico. Turn right and turn left, and she'll be there. Okay. I was just going to my bed. What happened to your hip? That was bleeding.
Bleeding? Well, that's where a little nigger girl kissed me.
What's nigger girl?
Little black girl.
Oh.
Here comes a little white girl.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
What? I've been out here. There's big girls.
Well, I don't know where all the girls went.
What doors?
Don't see none.
What did you grandma see?
Oh, they went to see about the furniture, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm going to get over here and make sure you can. Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, they went
You can have a seat, Grandma. Let me tune this thing in.
Sound. Car. Creepy sound.
Oh, the cherries out here. Oh. There's our food shop here.
I know. Nick! Get out here!
No, don't make him go away. Don't make him go away. Let him stay with us. Isn't he beautiful?
Yeah, but why not get the picture until you
Well,
be
yeah,
there? Only me and the dog.
Oh, you,
Only
you just...
me and the dog can get fine.
You want me to move him?
Ah!
Uh-oh.
He almost bite him.
Look at his hand.
Well, he just gives him a little nibble. He doesn't bite.
Oh. Don't tell him that he
No.
did that bite you?
Nick, come on.
No.
Come on, Nick.
Is that his name, Nick?
Nicky, yeah.
Nicky.
Come on, Nick.
What did you say?
Nick, I don't
Now he will bite you if you do that, Anthony. He will bite you. Now get back. You go get on his toes and he bites your arm.
Does he?
Go on.
Can he bite blood?
Well, he's stuck with him too. He's not used to little
Can he?
kids.
Well, no, a lot of kids play it. You see, he's just playing. Actually, what happens is he does cry with somebody once in a while, but he usually gets somebody nose. Like if you're breathing on him or something, right? And he'll sit there and he'll get quiet for a minute and he'll do one of these, right? And just a playful little snap. And usually what happens is he winds up whacking you with his nose.
What?
And,
I'll bite you.
Yeah.
I don't see her.
There's a funny little dog likes your
No,
breath.
I want to get my picture
No
with your
dog can stand a
dog.
human breath. They don't like it. They don't
I think
like
Debbie, or Cheryl, Landon's wife, Cheryl,
Show her.
she's been down starting to pet him or something or other, and he whomped up like that, and I think he busted her in the lip or busted her nose.
And he plays rough. You better stay away from him.
Let me go get a little something from my lip. It's bleeding a little bit. And, okay, boys, you want to be real careful around this stuff. Don't knock it over and don't horse around it, all right? Or we won't be able to see any pictures.
You're walking on your strings on your new shoes.
Yeah, but
Come this way, Anthony. Don't go there. Did you hear Uncle Richard say don't go there?
how did the picture come out?
Yes, probably you can hear it right now.
Where did the picture come
I
out?
don't know if he's talking. He's getting the talking right now.
What's that noise? Is that noise on the camera?
It's going right now. You see what? He can show you a movie what we're doing and saying right now. Walking on your brand new shoes.
I will.
Well, do it.
I can walk on my new skis if I want to.
You can. I don't know about that.
I walked in them all day.
That's your school shoes.
I walked in them all day today. What am I sitting
You
on?
want to go to school with some more raggy shoes? I got them for school.
Yeah.
I wish you, for the movies, I wish you had a pretty shirt on.
I got a pretty shirt on.
Your men's.
Yeah. Let me knock up over. Let me get him out there. Take a picture. Hey! Want to take a picture of me and you and the dog? He is going to.
He's going to start
He's
the
going to
movie.
do it. With me and the dog. You want to go in it?
You want to go in it?
Want to? Go.
It's not going. Did you even touch it?
No.
No.
You're not supposed to touch it. Get up and let Darlene sit down. You just have a
Get up! Oh,
Wait.
it's spitting.
There's more chairs.
It won't bite you.
No,
Well,
but
why
you're
is he
not supposed to-
biting?
Not supposed to touch it.
Why is he trying to bite? It's dog. It's dog.
What is he in?
Oh, get them there. Gotta get them out there.
Yeah, he,
I didn't know he was recording.
What does the dog do? What does the dog do?
whoop.
What does the dog do? Hey,
Get over, sit on my lap.
what does bite you?
No.
Wait.
It's right here, Kev.
One. Papa. One.
You can't snap the
Look,
voice on
one.
Oh.
One.
like he's gonna chomp him.
Nicki, get out of there. Put it back. Bad dog. Bad.
There, he's gonna sit down with Granny.
He goes up there. Lay.
Now, that's not easy. Being to him and he's snappy again.
No, he lays.
Yeah, sometimes he gets mad, you know.
You gotta
Tries
be
to snap at you.
Snapping, but not hard. Not to scare him and tell him that you better watch it.
I'm making my
Yeah.
man.
Sit.
Now, where's your...
Sit. Lay.
Now, he's not used to your voice, honey. He's not used to mine of you. Your voice don't sound like Darlene's or Uncle Richard's.
So,
Good.
I'm trying to do it.
Keep your voice down, little Lord. Don't scream. That hurts the dog.
Lay.
That's better.
Lay, Nicki. Nicki, lay.
Hey.
I don't think he knows.
Now, he won't mind you when you do that. He
Lay.
might bite you.
Yeah. Come
I
on.
would, baby.
I'm in two. I'm in two. I'm in two.
See that? He's biting her too.
That's like I'm making him mad. Slopping goes all over the place.
What happens if you kick him?
Kicked him?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to take a chance.
I wouldn't either.
He would.
Might lose a leg.
No, if you kicked him, he would probably run away.
He's part wolf.
He is?
Yeah.
He's part wolf.
Find me. If he's part coyote, he would eat you. If you go away,
Nicki?
if you go away coyote, you guys found him, he would keep you.
We got a baby cow and raise him.
What?
Baby cow and raise it up.
Get my keys
You know,
going, Baba.
like a little
That's
doggy.
dog.
And they're tame then, they won't bite you.
That's dog. That's dog.
No. The last one dog. Is it on? Yeah.
It's not taking
My
pictures of
keys.
this. It's
You're my keys.
not taking pictures.
You're my
It's
keys.
Recording.
that you're talking, but not pictures.
Fine.
Pictures too?
Get out of the camera, Wade, Thomas.
What?
Get out of the way. Get away from the camera.
Why?
Your head is going right in the
Want
camera.
to take your tonsils, picture your tonsils up there in your mouth.
I have to see my cup. Where does it take pictures?
Well, it's
Right
working.
there at the camera.
It's working right now, taking pictures while you move around. You hear you talking and everything. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is.
Why don't you go, Angelico, check her out and see if you need you to step on a brake pedal.
When did the pictures come out?
Well, they don't come out yet.
When did it come out?
Well, I'll show you later.
You mean they come out later?
Yeah.
Well, kind of, yes.
I didn't know that.
Just sit
Movies.
down.
Thomas, he didn't see those movies, did he?
No.
It'd be a movie picture, Tommy. The movies.
It's on the noise we hear. Refrigerator?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Somebody flies on.
Are you going to kick it off for a while?
Oh, they're wonderful.
Well, that thing's hot.
Pull the plug right there if you want to.
No, fruit's in
It's
there.
got fruit and vegetables in
Well,
it.
that thing is really
For
hot.
my life. There. Hi, my keys. My keys. My keys go bye-bye.
I bet that thing's using an
My
awful lot of
keys.
electricity.
Okay,
Oh, I think it does. I think there's something.
Don't get up.
You know, I was sitting there looking at your,
Okay.
Darlene, come here and,
All this
I want you to
stuff
plug that thing in. I want you to meter it. I want you to plug that thing in.
is- plug it in. Let's go watch the meter and see. I'm just using...
Plug it in?
More than the fruit and vegetables are. Just plug it in. Push in the plug.
Okay, now plug that thing in.
I won't exercise. Oh yeah, bring it out in the grass and then bring them
Plug
on
in?
grass, and then
There.
me moving on me putting on the swing, do all my tricks, and he's taking pictures of me, put it on the grass.
Is it unplugged?
Yeah. That's yeah. That's clean. Hey.
Well, you know, you got something in the house drawing a lot of electricity, Grandma, because that wheel is really flying around there.
Well, that's just little fruit and vegetables, and that probably isn't worth it at all.
Well, no, not especially in here, but in the house. You
There's
want that
something
thing
in the
unplugged.
house going on there,
Your
huh?
wheel is really cooking. I don't know what's in
What's
there.
going on in there now? Nothing but Papa's fan. I don't think the big fan's even going on.
Hey, Richard,
Yes.
why don't you put it in the grass? Take pictures of me on the swing.
Tommy wants to know why you don't turn it right there so you see him on the... This has got to be in the shade, huh?
Well, you get out in the bright sun. If you get out in the bright sun with this thing, Grandma, the reflections from so many different places causes it hard to control the light.
It's on the sun what? It's on the sun what?
Makes it hard to control the light.
And what's that thing right there? Picture thing too?
Yeah.
Both of them
It
are?
was a nice little visit we had on there.
Yes.
I thought it was breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, real treat.
You,
Hey, it's taking the picture off the refrigerator. You can see the other one.
You can see it in there.
Well, you see, if you're not careful, if you don't act right, the picture doesn't do any good. And it doesn't show up. So what it needs is a couple nice little kids who
How
know
long?
what to do and know how to be nice.
Yeah, but how long the
Ask questions.
But how long?
You know, but to see it's a big secret, and you find out later on when you put it on
Right.
TV.
Wait till you see it on TV and then you see how it works.
You see us on TV?
Yes, that's right. If you're
You're on
good.
TV.
Now take this now.
If you go play a little while right now, and let Grandma and I talk, well then I'll show you on TV in a little while. Matter of fact, we'll get you out here on the swing, and we'll have you do some high flying aerobatics on your swing set, and we'll show you on TV.
I know. I got lots of tricks on my
That's
swing
right.
set.
Make you a movie star.
Yeah.
You and Ren 1010.
No, I'll teach them animals how to play on swing.
That's right. Animals on the swing. Sounds like a hot idea.
Monkeys in the trees.
Forever I can hang on one hand on that swing.
Okay, well you go practice up, and in a little while when I'm done talking to Grandma, we'll take some pictures.
Okay.
You take Tony with you.
Told him you get guys practice your tricks.
Okay, you come up with something really hot, and we'll be out there in a little while.
What did you start to say about our breakfast?
Well, breakfast was,
Just a visit together.
it's nice to get up here.
It was nice for you too.
You embarrass me over the phone. You tell me you don't know who I am. You don't want to hear from me.
Well, I didn't. I wasn't kidding. I didn't recognize your voice. I really didn't. That's got to go. Take it out there on the grass out there. Take it on the grass.
Boo-boo.
Don't
Hey,
just
look,
stick it out
this,
there.
yeah, take a trick of mine.
Don't do any movies.
That's
too. Don't
right.
just stick it-
Well, I think what we wanted was more animals. Anyway, this darn camera thing, you just got to. What I like about the darn thing is that you can relax, because if you don't like what's on there, you can change it, and there's no big deal. You know, the other darn movie cameras, with the super